How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Well, No Name Nationals 2022 is over, and 2023 is in the works. If you did not make it to 2022, I highly recommend going. It was an absolute blast.
The Lizard King 69 dart with a slant 6, and the slant 6 is putting a hurt.
All the cool kids were there. It was a great time. Kudos to John Wilburn and all the other people that Destroyer 1320 and Dallas Brown from the AHRA that helped pull that together. Keep an eye out for to John Wilburn's channel for upcoming information on the 2023 No Name Nationals. Should be released relatively soon, sometime in December maybe. But keep an eye on John Wilburn's channel if you're not aware of it. Planning for 2023, I am most likely going to be taking the Dart again. Now, if you're new here, I will give you a quick rundown on the car. This is my 1967 Dodge Dart. It's a GT. It currently has a 340 with a 518 automatic overdrive and 391 sure grip. It is basically a stock 340. I have run 13s with the car before. It's a very docile driver, and it does really well. I replaced the quarter panel on it to take care of some of rust. I still have to fill the hole for the 67, since that's a 69 quarter. I still have to do the other side. Now, one of the issues that I had at No Name Nationals was I had significant traction issues. I'm a little salty about it because I could have prevented it. I picked up some wheels from Just Mopar Joe and some centerline wheels and mounted some tires on them, and I chose not to take them because they were a little tight on the quarter since I didn't bring the lip down when I replaced the quarter. I didn't bring it in far enough, so they were a little tight. So I just chose to bring just run the rallies with the 14-inch tires. That proved to be a mistake. And again, I could have prevented it. I also had a set of slicks that I was going to bring that are currently on my wife's 67 Barracuda. I could have bolted them on, and I should have, but I didn't. But now it's moving forward. So the plan for the car is to, I want to put super stock springs in it. If anybody, there was many videos running around. I watched them over and over. What the car was doing, it was when I'd launch it, it would, the pinion snubber would hit. When I'd launch it, it would kind of bunny hop. And that's kind of where traction was lost, it appeared. Is when I bring it back down, basically the springs would get unloaded, the rear suspension would get unloaded. Instead of planting it, I have really soft stock springs in it right now, and I think the pinion snubber actually amplified the issue. When I ran 13s with the car,
Yeah, Jake got him. Sweet. Yeah, 13.9.
I still had a little bit of traction issues. I was running street tires at that time as well, and but it still was enough to plant the car. It would just essentially squat and turn the springs into an S. But I have I'm going to put super stock springs in it, go up to a 15-inch, change the bolt pattern to a 4.5, so I can actually put some decent sized wheels on it, and as big a tire as I could fit in the stock quarter panel. I don't want to mini tub it, but there is that potential. And I want to change the current front drum brakes to disc brakes as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I have my 71 Duster that is currently a shell. This has already been converted to 4.5-inch pattern, large pad, or 4.5-inch pattern with disc front brakes, and it actually has Moser axles in it already with a large pattern as well, and it has super stock springs. So one of the things I was going to do before No Name Nationals last year was I was actually going to swap everything from the Duster over to the Dart. It'd be a little counterproductive because ultimately I'd have to go and put the stuff back in the 71 Duster to convert it to disc brakes again, and the larger pattern 8 3/4. But I have a little more flexibility with the Duster because I can use a 71, or I can use a B-body rear axle, just because of the higher wheel well in the Dart, or in the Duster, rather than the Dart. It has the low slung wheel well, so I have a little more flexibility there. And I've actually done that previously on one of my other 71s. And then I have the components to convert I have the upper control arms and the spindles to convert the Duster back over to front disc brakes. So I just don't want to spend I think I figured it out to be about $1,500 to convert my Dart over to large pattern axles and 4.5-inch pattern front discs. And I just don't want to spend that right now. So working man's budget, man. So anyway, I have the components already. I'm just going to take and spin them from the Duster over to the Dart. And then when I figure out what I'm doing with the Duster, I'm not sure which direction I'm going with that. I'm actually thinking of a kind of a low budget build series on that. I haven't figured out the details yet. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, 1250s for 2,500 or something like that. So that will be coming down the line. I just haven't figured out the details yet. I have a couple different engine options for that. That'll be a conversation for a later date. Then I'm also not sure if I want it. The car was factory plum crazy. Right now it's cut in Sublime. I'm a fan of Sublime, but plum crazy is never a bad option. So I'm not sure if I want to go back to the original color or Sublime or keep it looking like it is right now, which I kind of dig that too. So, but we'll see. We'll see. That's down the line. Right now is getting the Dart ready for No Name Nationals. Coming up. I also have another project coming in-house as well that I'll tell you about at a later date as well. So keep an eye on the channel. That'll be coming up. It's kind of cool. Something a little different. It is a Mopar, I'll give you that. But I'm not going to tell you everything else. I've always wanted one. It's kind of been one of the how should I say, not very well known Chrysler muscle cars, or Mopar muscle cars. We'll say that. Another thing I got to take care of is the shifter. I really like the factory look of the shifter, of the factory interior, but the shifter it's kind of terrible. You can see how fast that skipped over. So when I was running it, what I would do is I'd go for a 1-2 shift and I go right into third. So they actually have, I'm doing a little bit of web searching, and they have I don't want to go to like a ratchet shifter or something like that, because I don't want to mess with the console. It's factory for the car. I don't want to disturb that unless I could find some other one, or just take it out if I can't find what I need or make what I need. But there was a manufacturer that made a detent or a shifter plate that would actually convert the early B body, C body, and A body shifters to a slapstick. So you have that positive shift of the slapstick. I don't want to go to a reverse pattern as well. I actually reached out to Cope Transmissions. They have a reverse pattern shifter plate to do the same thing. So you could use the factory style shifter, but they don't have the forward pattern. So, and I'd really like to stick with that. So ultimately there's a lot to do on the car. I got to fix the passenger side quarter panel. As well, I want to take care of some of the major structural rust, what I consider structural rust. I don't plan on restoring the car. I like the original-ish look of the car. It's a majority of factory paint on it, and I'd like to keep it that way, other than where I obviously have the primer sprayed everywhere. But ultimately, this is a mostly factory original paint car. Yeah, I have some little patches there. I have the factory stainless trim. That's going to go back on it. I enjoy the look of the trim. I want to respray the hood. I just spray bombed this. This was, I don't know, a few days before No Name last time. And then there's the quarter I got to fix. Not too bad. This was actually a forklift hit right before I got the car. But there's a fair amount to do. I also have to got to replace the valve springs. It still has the factory valve springs in it for the 340. I have it's got a Hughes cam in it. I have the Hughes valve springs. I just never replaced them. So again, that was on the to-do list before No Name last time, but I never got around to it. And honestly, I've never had an issue. So, but yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot going with the car, the new project coming in. Hopefully there's going to be some stuff on the Duster here soon. Yeah, preparing for 2023. Got to rebuild a trailer. That's going to be fun. And all sorts of other stuff that goes along with it. So keep an eye on the channel. A lot of cool stuff going to be going on. And if you didn't go to No Name 2022, plan on going to 23. If you don't have a YouTube channel right now, it is a content creator event. I recommend doing that. There's going to be a necessary subscriber count in order to be eligible. I don't know what that is. Last time around it was 500. I don't know what it's going to be this time. Again, keep an eye on John Wilburn's channel and for details on that. He has lives typically every Friday night, sometimes related to that. And never know, should be coming soon. So again, thanks for watching, and a lot of cool stuff coming with the Dart, Duster, new project coming in. There's always stuff floating in and out of here. So thanks for watching, and like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a good one. Bye-bye.